this is Miss Sandra. You know I like to make things, so I thought I'd introduce you to people who've made things, and maybe we can try to learn a little bit from them. Today, I'd like to introduce you to Henri Matisse. He was a French artist who really liked bright colors. Most of his life, he was a painter and a sculptor. But when he was older, he got ill and he had trouble painting, and he needed a wheelchair. So instead, he did what he called painting with his scissors. He used bright colored paper, some of it painted, and he did collages, some of them small, some of them enormous, with the help of his assistants. You can find out more about him in the links below. Sometimes he'd use nature as its inspiration, if you can see leaves or maybe flames or trees in his work, and then other times he would use people. So people and maybe stars. There's one picture called the sheath. You can see that it's wiggly shapes. That might be leaves all together. They kind of look like a bouquet. Some of his work is in the Museum of Modern Art in New York City. There's one called Composition, Black and Red. Here you can see that he uses both the cutout and the piece he cut it from. This is called using both positive and negative space. It's like what I did here. So this is the positive space and this is the negative space. Also, you waste a lot less paper that way. Sometimes you use shapes you wouldn't expect. Would you make a snail out of rectangles? Now, if you want to make your own Matisse paper collage, you're going to need bright paper. Construction paper is great. Or if you want, you can paint your own paper just like they did. You need a place to make a bit of a mess. You'll need glue, scissors, and a pencil. Music is good too. Matisse and his assistants would listen to music while they made all of their art. So, cut out shapes. I've already got some. I think I need a little bit of green. Remember, they could be inspired by leaves, by people, by stars, or just you can go wherever you want your scissors want to take you. Remember, you can also use the negative space around the shapes that you're cutting out. So you've got your shape, so that's your positive space. And the shape around it is your negative space. Now the tough part is arrange it how you like. Sometimes Matisse would arrange something, get it just how he liked it, and then he'd go to bed, and he'd wake up the next morning and decide that he didn't like it that way, and redo it. So if you're never sure, you can just leave it and come back to it. You don't have to glue it down right away. You can have things overlapping or together. And you don't have to leave your outlines just as they are if you want. Sometimes something else you did was cut them up and use the different pieces in different places. There's not really any rules for this. Once you have everything where you think you like it, you can either let it sit if you've got somewhere where you're allowed to leave things to sit overnight, or if you think you're good, you can carefully mark it with your pencil so you have an idea where you want to put things. If you're patient, you probably want to outline the whole thing so then you can see exactly where you are. See, it's kind of hard to line up if you don't mark all of your lines. But that is up to you. Once you're glued, you are good to go. So experiment, have fun, and remember to share with us what you make. Enjoy!